out your packet. Who is ready? Some people are sitting in ready positions, others are not. We can all be ready. Everyone should get out their packets. Highlighters. Everyone should have a highlighter. And what I want us to do is we are going to turn to page 393 quickly. We're going to turn to page 393. Why are hurricanes so dangerous? We're going to just turn to that first before we move on because I just want to go over one thing. It's the article. No, that's the title, Charlie. Why are hurricanes so dangerous? This is the page you should see. Let's see. Charlie, you are not doing what you're supposed to be doing right now. Please push in your chair. All right. So yesterday, I know I wasn't here for when you guys finished the mini Q because I was in a meeting. So what I want us to do is I want us to just look down at your task really quick. Down at the bottom of the page where it says your task. Your task. I want us to go over what our task for our whole project is going to be. Remember, there is something that they are asking us to do and they want us to study. So let's take a look. Who can read to me your task? Read that section for me. Alani, go ahead. Wait. Oh, we're down at your task. Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, this is different. We were different happy than you guys. What? Thank you, Lonnie. Here, I have an extra copy. That's what I was like. That's different. So I guess the teacher's copy is different than what this is. Yep. All right. Well, so we learned something new. Okay. So yes, it says, why are hurricanes so dangerous? That is our question that we have to answer. So what I want you to do is with your highlighter, I want you to highlight that mini Q question. Why are hurricanes so dangerous? Just highlighting the question. Why are hurricanes so dangerous? Why are hurricanes so dangerous? I don't know why we're shouting out. Raise your hand, but that is such a good question. Why is it written like that? Does anybody know? Anybody know what that's called? Hold on, you gotta say no. Go ahead. You know? Not cursive, it's called italicized. Have you heard that before? Yeah. It's kind of slanted. You see how it's slanted? And then also we have like bold words. You know what bold words are? Yeah. So italicized just means they're trying to bring that out to you to make you pay attention to that question. Just another way, instead of a bold word, they italicize it. And you can actually do that on your computers when you're typing and things like that. So that's why it's written that way. It's italicized. So everyone should have highlighted why are hurricanes so dangerous. And then after you're done highlighting that, just put your cap back on your eyelid. Please stop shouting out. If you have any questions, you need to please raise your hand because you know what you're supposed to do in this prayer. Yes, Charlie. Is that the mini question at the top of the paper? You mean up at the title? Yeah. Yep, it does, and that's also the title of the story. Yep, you're correct. The mini Q is also the title, and it says it up at the top of your packet. Yep, you are correct. All right, when you have highlighted that, you're going to turn to page 397. So that says understanding the question and pre-bucketing. So if we remember yesterday, we answered our background essay questions. You guys answered those questions, and then you were doing the summary. Some of us didn't get to finish the summary. That's okay. You answered I think everybody answered the questions, which is great, because that's going to give us some insight on what we're doing next. So let's take a look at these questions. Put it up. Oh, I don't know why we are shouting out. Please raise your hand. Raise your hand, please. We should be understanding the question and pre-bucketing. Understanding the question and pre-bucketing. Now, those questions that are up here are not the same as these. They're different from the board, so don't worry about the board. Yeah. I tried to see if I could find this copy, but it's not there. So I don't know. You know what? That's from this is from the actual library. Oh, then that's probably why. Yeah. Okay. All right. So let's take a look at question number 1. What is the mini Q question? Ooh. I know everyone should have their hands up in the air at this point. What is the mini Q question? Jamie. Why are hurricanes so dangerous? And if you look up at the top of your paper, it literally says that for you. So I want you to write that underneath number 1. In our packets today. If notebooks are closed right now, we don't need the notebooks open at this moment in time. Just packets. So we are writing for number 1. What's the mini Q question? Why are hurricanes so dangerous? That's what you are writing. That way we can actually see the real questions. Yeah, that's so awesome. Forget your question. Right. There we go. Now we can see. So everyone should have written under number 1, why are hurricanes so dangerous? Because that is our mini Q question. Do you have a question, Hansel? What is your question? Well, what do you think it is? If it's hurricane, what do you think that's going to start with? A W or an H? So I think you know the answer to that question already. It's right in your pocket. I don't even really need to write these down because they're already in front of you, but I'm just doing it so everybody can follow along. So, why are hurricanes so dangerous? That is our main question. That's what we are going to be talking about, and we're going to be writing our essay about in the end. So, let's take a look at number 2. Which term in the question needs to be defined? So, in this question, why are hurricanes so dangerous? What do you think? What word in that question do you think we would need to know what it actually means before we answer the question? If you're just reading this, why are hurricanes so dangerous? What word in that question do you think we would need to know what it means before we move on? Noah? Dangerous, right? We need to know what dangerous means. Does anyone know what dangerous means? Whoever's tapping, please stop. Aaliyah? So you're on the right track. Yeah, something bad is going to happen. Anything else? Anybody else have any ideas what dangerous would mean? Israel? Stay away from. Yeah. Okay. Protect yourself from. Okay. Taylor? Hold on. You're telling me examples of dangerous, but I need to know the definition of dangerous, what it actually means. So we said something that could be that you don't do, something you need to stay away from. Looking for a word in particular. I want to help her out. Thank you. Unsafe or not safe. If something is dangerous, it is unsafe or not safe. So we're going to write the word dangerous. And we are going to put unsafe or not safe, which un means not. So that is a prefix, which we've been going over in ELA. Un meaning not. So dangerous means unsafe or not safe. Yep, number 2. Yep, you write unsafe, comma, not safe. Because we're saying what the definition of that un is, which means not.
Oh wait, I noticed something.
What did you notice? Yes, Taylor.
I noticed something in
What did you notice?
there's a prefix in the beginning.
That's what I just said that. Yep, that's correct. Yep, there's a prefix un, which means not. Yep, so unsafe means not safe. So something that's dangerous is not safe. Yep, good. Hansel, do you have any question? What is your question? Well, yeah, when we were talking about it in writing, yeah, because we're writing an essay, so we're trying to grab the reader's attention. We also write, you could do a grammar in a story, but it'd be a little bit different because it depends on what you're writing a story about. But yeah, in this essay, we always start with the grammar because we want to grab the reader's attention. All right, let's look at our third question. which this one you're doing on your own. It says rewrite the question in your own words. So does that mean we're going to write, why are hurricanes so dangerous? Why not?
Because it just said rewrite the question in different words. That doesn't mean that you're just going to write it again. It says like you could use.
Well, don't tell us what you're going to write, but
I'm just giving
you're on the right. Yes, you're correct.
You need to like
Do it yourself. You need to.
do it yourself. Like
There's a key word.
use some.
Right.
You need to rewrite. It could be. You could just write some. You can just grab some of the titles of words and mix it up like.
Don't say it. Don't say it because you're going to give it away. But yes, you are correct, Charlie. So you are writing this question in your own words. So you're not just going to rewrite why are hurricanes so dangerous. You need to write the question in your own words. So yes, you are writing this question down, but you need to switch it up so it's not the same. You still want to make sure you're writing the actual question down. You're not going to write why are cats so dangerous. Well, that's my example because we're not talking about cats. We're talking about hurricanes. So we don't want to put any words in there that have nothing to do with what we are talking about. So go ahead and I want you to rewrite the question in your own words. So in your own words. Then put it in your own colors.
On your own, and if you really can't get one, but we share a couple, then you can write one down. But I want you to try on your own first.
Ooh, that's good. That's very good.
Try, think about it. Try your hardest. And if not, you can borrow one when we share a few.
Now remember, it has to be a question though. This is a statement that you have right now.
Don't forget your ending.
Good.
Okay, so I see some of your kind of stuff. Can you, what is your name?
Taylor,
Taylor, can you share what you wrote? Listen.
can a hurricane be dangerous?
So did she change it?
Yes. Yeah.
Instead of how are hurricanes dangerous, she said can.
Yeah, that's what
I'm saying. You said can. Okay, there are some clues. Now let's, those of you who were stuck, keep trying, and we'll share another in a minute.
How do I spell good?
Okay, so that's a word out of there. So you want to maybe try to do it a little bit differently. Because that's still very similar to what is written already.
You could definitely change the word dangerous because you have some other words up there, some synonyms up there that mean dangerous.
That's still very similar to what we just talked about. Oh.
What's your name?
Sure.
Daniel. Daniel's going to share his.
Guys, let's listen to Daniel's, please.
You want to share his name? Okay.
Why is hurricane so dangerous? Unsafe.
Why are hurricanes, or you put, yeah, why are hurricanes unsafe?
That's a good rewritten question because remember, dangerous means unsafe. So you could use that. Why are hurricanes unsafe?
I'm done.
All right, well, that means you need to sit down tight, please. Yeah, that's good. Did you copy one?
Just borrow one from our friends that we've heard a couple. Hey, it looks like everybody's pencils are almost done. Borrow one from a friend. You've got one you like. Okay, your ending marking. Okay, well, let's go. Yep, go ahead. 1 minute. Or call your friend and get my dad and help them. Okay, I'm going to count down from 5. We're going to come back together. 5, 4, 3. I'm going to. 2, 1. Okay. So below you have the pre-bucketing part, and you've seen this before in your other ABQs where you have to pre-bucket. Who knows what that means? What are you doing in this part? Do you remember? You wanna phone a friend, have a friend help you out? What do we do in this part? You're thinking about the mini Q question and coming up with ways that you might answer that, right? Like your 3 main ideas for your paragraphs. Yes, that's what you're going to do. So, could you maybe think in your head right now? The question is, why are hurricanes so dangerous? In your own head, because you have so much background knowledge on hurricanes, could you come up with 3 reasons why hurricanes are dangerous on your own, just thinking about it? Could you? Yeah. Could you come up with that on your own? Okay. But is there something else we could do too to help us? What could we do? We could go back to your background essay. We could look in there and think about some of the things they talked about. But what if we do this? You know how you take like a picture walk when you were younger and learning to read in kindergarten, first grade, and you look through the book, kind of look at the pictures, get an idea what it's going to be about, like a prediction. Why don't you take a minute by yourself and go through all of your documents and look at the headings? There are 6 documents in there. There's A, B, C, D, E, and F. So take a quick look at those and look at their headings. Do that real quick. I'll give you 1 minute to just kind of peek through without talking. We are going to put the pictures up for you later so you can see it better. Keep looking back. Thank you. Look at the title. Try to look at the picture. I know when they're putting like this, it's a little bit hard. I know. That's why I was looking up. It's only 2. Okay. 4, 3, 2, 1. I want you on your own to try to come up with 3 reasons you think hurricanes are so dangerous. And it can be from your background essay. It might be something you saw when you were kind of doing like your picture walk through the documents. And write 1 in each bucket. Okay? I'm going to give you a couple minutes to do that. And then we'll talk about that. Okay? I want you to do this independently. Come up with 3 reasons why you think hurricanes are so dangerous. And this doesn't mean write them down, Charlie. This doesn't mean try your best. Yep. Try your best.
I always tell you, sound it out, try your best. Look back in your document if you think it's in your document that you need to know how to spell it. Most of the
One,
time, you're thinking
one
about
thing in each bucket. Yep, one in each bucket.
one word,
So you're
guys.
coming with 3 reasons why. Not yet.
No, you're not writing like a whole sentence, guys. You're picking
Think
words.
about what happens in a hurricane. Why are they dangerous?
Oh, that's
No, that's fine.
This is fine.
That's fine.
We're saying not like a full
Not a
sentence.
full sentence. Your big idea of why you think hurricanes are so dangerous. 3 big ideas. What happens?
Well, no, you can just put that. Remember, you're thinking of 3 main things of why you think hurricanes are so dangerous.
And it doesn't have to be right. This is kind of like your prediction, and then we're going to go read the documents over the next few days. And our buckets might change before we start writing. This is like a prediction. We're not asking.
Why you're right. So you
No.
say the word.
No,
But we're trying to think of why hurricanes are so dangerous.
go look in here. Go back to try to do all 3, and if not, could we borrow an idea from a friend in a little bit? Yes, we can.
Remember, if you're thinking more just like 1 or 2 words, you're not putting like
Yeah,
a
not a
full
full
sentence.
sentence. Why are they dangerous? So these are parts. Why are they dangerous? You're talking about the parts of the hurricane.
So you say this. So
How happens to a hurricane that would make it dangerous?
what causes them?
Right?
What causes
No
them?
power. Yeah.
What causes the hurricane to harm? What causes them to turn what harm? Yeah, like you're saying hit hard. Okay, what? How so? How are they hit hard? Hit hard with what? Okay, think about what does a hurricane have? Think about a hurricane. Huh?
I'm glad when you're looking back in your article. I just love that. Looking back in the background, having explain maybe spelling or ideas. I like that.
You're a part of it.
And again, when you're done, put your pencil down so we can kind of tell who's ready to move up.
You don't have to say yes.
Okay. Now to help you, some of you might need a little help. Why don't you talk in your groups for the next 2 minutes and share what you put in your buckets, and then maybe you can borrow an idea from a friend. You're like, oh, I didn't think about that. Could you put it in one of your buckets? Yeah. Or if you liked it better, could you switch one of your buckets? Yeah. So go ahead and talk in your group. Well, you know, because we have a lot of background. Because we have
Yep. All right. So we are going to turn the page and we are going to look at document A. Page, we're looking at document A.
Thank you for following instructions.
I love that Carlos is sitting so quietly. Is there all your reason you're standing up? We're not doing that right now. That's not what we are supposed to be doing. So we are all on document A, and we are going to take a look at Hurricane Andrew is the name of this document. We were gonna read it and then I was gonna go back to it just because they've gone there and I have to go on the computer. Yeah, we'll go and show the picture after we're done reading. So that way we can see a better picture of this. All right, so let's take a look. Everybody's on there. Everybody's on that page. All right, so first thing we're gonna look at is source. That source, it says Federal Emergency Management Agency photo by Bob Epstein, August 24th, 1992. So the source is where the picture is coming from. So that picture you see, I know it's not a very clear picture. I will show you after we're done. That is where this picture is coming from. Can someone volunteer to read the note? The note. Ansel, go ahead. Everyone, before we do that, I want everyone to put their finger on note. Everyone should put their finger or eraser on note. And please follow as Hansel is reading. Go ahead. Ariel. Evacuated. Yep, $25 billion. All right, so this happened in Dade County, Florida. So this we're in Florida. It happened in our state, and this happened in 1992. So,
I was born.
2 years ago, quite a long time ago. And they said that 65 people died and 1 million people were evacuated. Do we know what evacuated means? Some of us might know, especially from this last storm. Some of us might have had to do this. So what does evacuated mean? Shakira? When you have to, you have to leave somewhere because it's not safe. If they tell you to evacuate, it means you need to leave. So some of us might have had to evacuate for our hurricane that we had in September because they evacuate. Why do you think they evacuate? What would the reason of that be? Why would we evacuate? Noah? Yeah, so it might be, if they tell you to evacuate, it's because most likely the area that the hurricane is coming towards is not going to be a safe area to stay. So they want you to evacuate so you go to somewhere safe. So let's take a look at this picture right here. It says Source National Weather Service 1992. Hurricane Andrew drove a sheet of plywood through the trunk of a palm tree near Homestead. Now I know this is a hard picture to look at.
I know.
It's very grainy, but we will give you a real picture. But these pictures, so this is the aerial view of what Dade County looked like, and then this is a picture of a tree, a palm tree, and a thing of plywood went through the palm tree. So that just kind of explains how powerful the winds were to make a piece of plywood come through a palm tree. So let's look at the questions at the bottom. Let's take a look at the questions. What was the wind speed of Hurricane Andrew when it made landfall in Homestead, Florida? So let's see. I would like you to, take your highlighter, and I want you to highlight the answer to that question. What was the wind speed of Hurricane Andrew when it made landfall in Homestead, Florida? You're going to highlight that. Yep. Then you may write it. What was the wind speed of Hurricane Andrew when it made landfall in Homestead, Florida? You're going to highlight it, and then you may write it underneath number 1. Which is high as this or a mountain. So I think we'll have to look that. That's a good question. We can look that up and see if that is. See if it beat it or not. So it looks like most of us have it highlighted. Can someone tell me what the answer to this question is? Everybody's answer be obvious, right? And the text. Aaliyah. Yes, 169 miles per hour. Can you imagine? That's really fast. That's really strong. So underneath number 1, you should all put 169 miles per hour. Make sure you put miles per hour, not just miles, because we're talking about miles per hour. We're not talking about driving a car. Yes, that's fine. I think we have to pull the pictures for the next one. No. Okay, you guys are gonna write without us guiding though, okay? But we gotta look at number 2. It says, what has happened to the homes in the large picture? Well, it's really hard to tell, isn't it? Yeah. And then the next question says, what danger of hurricane winds is shown in the small picture? Really hard to tell. So we're gonna put up the real picture, and you're gonna be like, ah, like wait till you see this. You can probably predict without seeing the picture that well because you know what happened. Sorry, I know.
from your picture?
Yeah.
Right. And that's why I said we really needed to look at this to be able to answer the question because you said it was water. So look at that. Those were homes. Those were homes. Yeah. So that's a what? A palm tree, right? Maybe let's read the caption down below. Let's see. Let me make sure mine says the right thing. See if yours does. Hurricane Andrew drove a sheet of plywood through the trunk of a palm tree near Homestead. What do you think? So why don't you in your group answer question 2 and 3 together as a group? Answer question 2 and 3 together at your group. Go ahead and do that now. Okay. Try to answer 2 and 3 really fast. Sorry. Yeah.
We switched at 11:45 because of the launch. Yeah, because originally it was 11:55, but then our kids were they were late for lunch. So
Perfect.